battle is lost, but the war has just begun.
Yo, what's going on, guys? My name's NostalgiaFPS, and man, that intro clip, I went 27-2 and our team still lost. So the gameplay in the background right now should be a wetwork game using the AK-74U. I'll jump into that gameplay in a moment, but I want to talk about that vacant gameplay you saw at the beginning. I went on a 24 streak with somebody's MAC-10 that I picked up off the ground, MAC-10 SMG from the Lion Strike supply drop system. Of course, the MAC-10 wasn't in COD 4, but it was in Modern Warfare Remastered. It came about the middle of the game's life cycle. What I kind of want to talk about at first is the unfair side of Modern Warfare Remastered, and that is that DLC weapons are oftentimes better than the weapons that the game launched with. Of course, nothing will ever beat M16 red dot stopping power, but there are some properties of the DLC weapons that make them more viable in a lot more situations. Going back to that vacant game, for example, that MAC-10, if you put a suppressor on it, you have no damage drop-off as far as the range. That means you can run stopping power or UAV jammer with the suppressor, and there's no damage reduction. The suppressor has no effect. No effect outside of keeping you off the radar, of course. Then there's the Fang 45 SMG and the BOS 14, and one of the LMGs, the Bird, I believe it's pronounced. All three of those have no penalty for choosing to run without stopping power. So normally stopping power is built to make each weapon a little bit more lethal. With stopping power equipped, almost every single weapon in the game, outside of a few exceptions like the M60 LMG, stopping power makes it one less shot to kill. That's why UAV jammer, sleight of hand, a lot of those red perks are a big trade-off when you choose not to run stopping power because it makes you less lethal in a gunfight. Going back to those three DLC weapons, like the BOS 14, if you're running UAV jammer, Juggernaut, any other red perk, you don't have the penalty for not using stopping power. Stopping power almost always has no benefit for those three weapons, which means choosing to use stopping power is a really bad move. You can see how that gets overpowered really quick when you can just run Juggernaut BOS 14 or UAV jammer suppressed Fang 45. It makes it so the players that don't want to open up their wallet or spend 12 days of game time trying to collect all the weapons are at a huge disadvantage. Moving along from the fact that it's not sticking true to the remastered name, it's more of a reimagined COD 4, the fact that you're at such a distinct disadvantage the first time you hop onto the game compared to people that have been playing since 2016 is unbelievable. I could jump into Call of Duty World at War, play for a week, and be at the level everyone else is. Modern Warfare Remastered, though, it might take me months just to collect all the weapons that I want. This isn't just a problem with Modern Warfare Remastered, though, it's a problem with Black Ops 3, even the new CODs, Cold War and Modern Warfare 2019. Black Ops 3, the most notorious example, had the most awful system you could imagine. You could spend $40 on supply drops and not even get a single weapon. That's because the weapon drop rate in those supply drops was super low. There was even one weapon, the M14, that was limited time. That means if you didn't get it in the month of September in like 2018 or 2017, one of those months, you could never ever get it again, and that's the case for me. I don't have the M14. I have so much playtime in Black Ops 3, and I don't even have a quarter of the DLC weapons. But Black Ops 3 is the most egregious example. Maybe Black Ops 4 is pretty bad. I don't know too much about that system. But Modern Warfare 2019 also has a really tough system. If you don't want to spend $15 to $40 at the beginning of every single season to get the weapons first, then you're going to be getting smoked by people who pay first for about the first 1, 2, 3 weeks. I remember a lot of people were complaining about the AS Val in Season 6 because it takes so long to get up to that rank when some people can just buy it and have an advantage for 2 weeks on you. Obviously, it's great that there's ways to get those weapons for free now, but it's still not a perfect system by any means. But I guess that's the nature of gaming right now. It's all about money over user experience. Microtransactions are taking place of what was normally seasonal content. It's just crazy to me that Call of Duty's been relevant for so long, but the systems in place have never really changed to benefit the player. Even the DLC for Call of Duty 4 and World at War are super expensive. If you want to buy the DLC pack for Call of Duty 4 on Xbox 360, I believe it's still $10. I literally just stopped recording to check the price on the Xbox store. It's still $10, the same price it was 10 plus years ago. To me, that's absolutely ridiculous. A better way to spend $10 would be throwing it down a well. You can't find standard multiplayer games on that, let alone find some with DLC. On the topic of Call of Duty 4 though, it is still $20 on the Xbox store. So you could buy the game for $20 and the DLC for $10 and not be able to play multiplayer at all. I can't think of a worse way to spend $30, honestly. Now the campaign is worth probably $10, but keep in mind the graphics and the overall audio quality, everything like that, it's from 10, 11, 12 maybe years ago. Of course it's a classic, but is it worth $20 still, Activision? A 6-hour campaign that's been remastered on a different platform? I just don't understand the digital prices that Activision sets for these games. But really, why should they ever give a discount? If all that they want is sales for Call of Duty Cold War or whichever is the newest Call of Duty, it makes zero sense to put any games on sale, any DLC on sale. Only game that you should put on sale is Call of Duty Cold War. And that's exactly what they've done. The only discount that I can remember from Call of Duty in the past 3, maybe even 6 months is Cold War. Cold War was on sale recently. I guess what I'm saying is, of course, Activision cares about their bottom line, but that's second priority to their investors and stuff like that who put their time and money and whatever into Cold War. If they want repeat investors, they have to put as much time and sales into Cold War as possible so that they can impress investors for the next season, the next Call of Duty. That's why skill-based matchmaking is becoming a mainstay in Call of Duty and a lot of different franchises, is they want player retention. They want new players to feel welcomed into a new ecosystem. Hey, you're doing so good. Look at, wow, you finished second on the leaderboard. Great job. And then eventually, people start spending money on the microtransactions. They start spending more money and time into the game. New patents, updates, and systems are constantly being developed and made to keep players inside of this Call of Duty ecosystem, and it only hurts the player base that's been loyal to the franchise for so long. Activision says with their words how much they appreciate their loyal players, but with their actions they show they only care about creating new loyal players. The old generation doesn't matter to them anymore. Honestly, I don't want to sound too ridiculous here, but that's how we have to vote with our wallets. If you don't like skill-based matchmaking, if you don't like how you're treated as a loyal Call of Duty player, then you gotta go back to the old Call of Duties, or just take a year away from Call of Duty. I feel like I made a big mistake buying Cold War, and I'm just playing Modern Warfare Remastered now because of it. There's always been unfair systems in Call of Duty games. Team balance has been a problem for great players all throughout the franchise. You can go back to Call of Duties from 8, 9, 10 years ago and still be matched with the worst players and have to face a team of really good players. But that was never such a strict system that profiled you and specifically put you in a bracket of players that are almost exactly your skill level. As a newbie Call of Duty player, I didn't think that grinding and practicing every single day would one day hurt me, that the game would actively try to lower my performance each game. Because that's what it's trying to do. It's trying to give a streamlined 1 KD experience for everybody. That's why some of the best KDs on this game is 2. If you don't reverse boost and you have a 2 KD, you are legitimately one of the best players on this game, when 2 is like above average in other games. Overall, we've kind of jumped into a new era of Call of Duty. There's not much that we can really do about it. I think that, honestly, what I'm going to do is be playing older Call of Duties until I can't really play them anymore. And then, I don't know where to go from there. Anyway, that's enough of me ranting. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you stayed this long, I can't believe it, but thanks so much for doing that. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.